सबसे ज़्यादा खुशी इस बात की हो रही है कि जो एफिडेविट मैंने आज फाइल किया है उसको कोर्ट ने परमिट कर दिया है कल सुनने के लिए। उस एफिडेविट में मैं प्रूफ करूंगा कि जो श्रीनिवासन साहब के लॉयर बार बार कह रहे थे कि मैंने किसी तरह का कंपनसेशन नहीं लिया था और वो कैसे कंपनसेशन लिए हुए हैं, और मैं बीसीसीआई का एनुअल अकाउंट बजट अपने एफिडेविट पे आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट के सामने रखा हूँ। देखिए कल जब हमारी बारी आएगी, क्योंकि मुझे पूरी उम्मीद है कि वो बीसीसीआई का ऑफिशियल ऑडिटेड अकाउंट है जिसमें क्लियरली शोन है कि 23 करोड़ रुपया लिया गया था और 4 साल बाद जब ये शोर शराबे के बाद से ये पैसा लौटाया गया था। और सबसे महत्वपूर्ण बात यहाँ पे मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि शरद पवार साहब और ललित मोदी का जो नाम लिया जा रहा है, ललित मोदी ने श्रीनिवासन को ये नहीं न्योता दिया था कि आप आइए और अपना टीम यहाँ पे लगाइए। और सबसे बड़ी बात है कि उस समय बीसीसीआई के ट्रेजरर श्रीनिवासन थे और ट्रेजरर होने के नाते जितने भी बिड के पेपर थे उनके पास थे, तो क्यों चेन्नई के किसी और, उनका तो महत्वाकांक्षा था कि उनका एक टीम खेले, क्यों दूसरे को टेंडर पास करते, तो वो टेंडर। और जो शरद पवार साहब ने उन्हें परमिशन दिया, तो मैं यहाँ शरद पवार साहब के भी इस बात के लिए ऑब्जेक्शन कोर्ट में रखूंगा, क्योंकि शरद पवार हिमसेल्फ में कोई डिसीजन नहीं ले सकते थे, ये बीसीसीआई का डिसीजन होता। और ये सारा कुछ प्रक्रिया हो जाने के बाद मैडम सितंबर 28 को वो अमेंडमेंट पास हुआ 6.2.4, जो कोर्ट के सामने एकदम ऑन रिकॉर्ड है, क्योंकि इंस्टीट्यूशन चलता है अपने लॉ से, अपने रूल से, ना कि आपने मुझे चिट्ठी दे दिया मैंने आपको हाँ कह दिया, ऐसे नहीं चलता है।
Do you feel, sir, that Srinivasan will not be able to contest the elections now with the way Supreme Court has challenged his conflict of interest?
It will be better for Indian cricket that a person like Mr. N Srinivasan never come to hold any administrative post of any sports faculty of India, because just on last few years, just because of one person of conflict of interest, that things will be come in the public domain, and now the entire world are laughing in our BCCI.
Thank you, sir.
That was the petitioner Aditya Verma speaking to the media soon after the hearing was over. We have to tell our viewers that the hearing continues into Tuesday. It's a full day process from 10:30 in the morning till 4 in the evening. Let's go across to Meenakshi Bhanja first up for some more details. Meenakshi, what happened in the back half of the hearing process today?
Well, Anand, it was a very interesting day in court for Mr. Srinivasan. Of course, the matter is inconclusive as we speak. But what is very clear is the tough line of questioning that he has come in from the Supreme Court. As the day concluded, Anand, we saw Mr. Sibal try and emphasize Mr. Srinivasan's position before the Supreme Court, citing the invitation letter first, which was written by Lalit Modi to invite India Cements to be a part of the investing fraternity in the IPL franchise of 2008. Subsequently, Srinivasan seeking Sharad Pawar's opinion/advice vis-a-vis if he could go ahead and invest in this franchise also came up for consideration. This, as a matter of fact, was done to try and emphasize before the Supreme Court as to how Srinivasan, that point in time, had no reason to be seeking such advice and consulting such people before going ahead and investing as India Cements in the IPL franchise, and how basically he had all bona fides in his favor. But clearly what is very evident today, and the takeaway from the hearing today, is the fact that this aspect of conflict of interest is clearly not going away anytime soon for Srinivasan, because we saw very categorically the bench express serious concern, one, Anand, at how the purity of the game has to be safeguarded, as to how they did not find it acceptable that there was no conflict of interest which existed between BCCI, Srinivasan and India Cements, and subsequently how the administrators of BCCI have to ensure that they have to be aloof in the future instance of a probability of an investigation into Mayapur.
Well, do stay with us, Meenakshi. Just going across to Sanjay Hegde, who is with us. Now to the matters of cricket and this issue of conflict of interest that remains paramount, that remains the focal point as far as deciding on the fate of the administrators is concerned. Sanjay Hegde, because the question, it's a 4-point observation that happened earlier in the day with N Srinivasan and his counsel, where he said, you are the president of the BCCI, you are the owner of India Cement, you own India Cements, own Chennai Super Kings, your son-in-law is a team official and your son-in-law was involved in betting. How on earth can you say that there is no conflict of interest? It's really difficult to accept that there is no conflict of interest. What was the Honourable Court's observation?
Well, I've also been on your channel and earlier also, and I've said that there is conflict of interest to my mind also. The point is that when a team official is found betting and the BCCI has to take action, that action gets compromised, especially if the team belongs to the BCCI president and the official concerned is his son-in-law. That is the essence of the case.
Yes.
There would be no conflict of interest if Mr. Srinivasan did not hold one of the two posts. Either he could have continued with owning Chennai Super Kings, or he can be an official in BCCI. Because when the BCCI is called upon to act in cases of discipline or in cases of continuing a team or removing it from the league, then there will be such an obvious question of conflict of interest that any decision taken can be questioned. Because if he bans the team, for instance, that would be overkill. If on the other hand he does nothing, then again the questions that he is now facing will arise.
Right.
So therefore the real thing is, how is this conflict of interest to be solved? In my opinion, one of the two offices has to be given up.
Well, that's what they have also observed in the past of one of the hearings in the recent past, where they very clearly said that if the BCCI wants to hold elections, let them go ahead and hold the elections. No need to wait till the 17th of December, and no need to wait for anybody who's been mentioned in the Mudgal Probe Panel report. Sanjay Hegde, thanks for your inputs. We've got to take